why? It's bad enough being a rent collector and I'm a postman.
Oh, no, what's this? A summons?
No, it's a letter from the agents about buying the house.
How much are they asking now?
They've come down to 200. There we are. That's you up to date, Mrs. Barlow.
Now, have you done a cup of tea?
I wish I had, but I'm late enough as it is. Oh, the agent says for you to let him know as soon as you can.
Oh, I'll have a word with Mr. Barlow about it.
Do you think he'll be interested?
I really couldn't say.
Oh, well. Try, love.
Try. How are you getting on, love?
Oh, all right. Who's that? Clothing club fella?
No, it was the rent.
Here, where's the big scissors, love?
What do you want them for?
Oh, to cut that. You want your shelves covering, don't you?
Yes, but I'd like to keep an edge on those scissors, too. They're in the other drawer. Are you putting a shelf up?
Aye.
Oh, seems silly somehow, making all these improvements to a house when you're only renting it.
Well, if we didn't make them, love, nobody else would, rented or not.
We've been here 18 years.
Aye, I know.
We must have spent, about £500 in rent on this place.
Nearer 600. It's no good, look, I can't manage in here. Look, I'll do it on the table. And before you say out, I won't make a mess.
Nearly £600, as much as that.
Aye.
How do you know?
Put your hand on that corner, will you? What have you got in your pocket, eh? A letter about buying the house?
What?
I said, have you got a letter about buying the house?
What do you know about that?
I down at the agents a couple of days ago. They said one was on its way.
What were you doing down there?
Oh, you're asking a lot of questions, aren't you?
Oh, I want to know.
Well, I'll tell you this for a start. Just because I've been making inquiries doesn't mean I've got to go rush off and put down the deposit.
Well, how much are they asking?
200 to sit in tenants.
And don't go saying we're daft, because your mother and me will be living here, you know, long after you're married and away.
I wasn't going to say anything. I think it's a good idea to own your own house.
So do I, especially when you've done as much at it as you have to this one.
Aye, well, look, I'll tell you what. Let's forget it for a minute, shall we? I mean, I can't make up my mind like this in 5 minutes. It takes a lot of consideration, you know.
By this all, you must think I'm daft. The old place is falling to pieces. The tiles are coming off the roof. Water's coming out of everywhere except the taps. There's a hole in every wall in the building. No wonder the agent wants to sell it and get shut of it before it falls to pieces. But it's all like for owners like her Annis up on the hill loading it with butlers and servants. She wants to come and live down here for a bit. She'd be only too glad to give the place away. Well, it's only... Oh, don't try and make me mind up about something I've already made it up about.
Well, I like that. You won't let me get a word in edgeways. All I was trying to say was, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I don't get commission, you know.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I didn't mean to go off at you, but it makes me blazing mad. You can see how good these houses are. I mean, look at Gibson's next door. It's been empty 3 months.
It won't be empty much longer.
How do you mean?
There was an inquiry after it only this morning.
Oh, to buy or rent?
I don't know. All I know is someone was asking.
Has anything been settled yet?
No, not yet. They're coming round for key at morning.
Well, I think that's a downright liberty giving the first call to outsiders.
Well, nobody else has been after it.
Well, that's all you know. I am.
Well, what do you want with the house next door?
Well, perhaps I want to live in 2 houses at once.
Well, what do you want with 2 houses?
Oh, if you must know, it's for my daughter, Linda.
But I thought she was living out of town
Look,
with her
love, it's a
husband.
long story, and I'm too old to start telling it now. But you tell that agent I'll be down there first thing in the morning on my way to work. And if he lets this house go before I've had a word with him, you'll have a hard job collecting rents in Coronation Street from now on. And tell him I'll see him about buying this house and all. Excuse me a minute, love.
Oh, hello, Marianne.
Oh, was
It's
it?
Marianne.
Yes, yes.
I want to pay the rent.
Oh, come over. I've heard of some things in my time, but chasing rent collectors just about beats everything.
Oh, well, if I don't, she'll come chasing me. I suppose you've knocked, have you, Mary?
Yes, I have. Were you listening to it wireless?
Oh, I just live down to the corner.
Oh, secret drinker, eh?
Ah, it's Ron Corley you're talking about. No, there were no more alcoholic than a bottle of tomato sauce. Now, there you are. I think you'll find that just right.
I'm glad you've not asked me for change.
Oh, well, I could do with some if you've got any to spare. Oh, well, if there's nothing forthcoming, I'll be off.
Oh, Mr. Tadlock, are you in a hurry?
No, why?
Well, would you come and sit down for a minute, because I want to have a word with you?
Yes, right, oh.
Well, that'll be right then, Mary, and tell the agent I'll see him in the morning.
Yes, I will. I've not had your rent yet, have I?
Oh,
Your rent?
you mean you've got the cheek to ask me to buy a house and pay rent and all? Go on, I'm only kidding, here you are.
Oh, she gives you heart failure, this one does.
And what do you think you do, coming out collecting money every week?
There you are.
Oh, ta, that's right, then.
Ta,
love. Ta, Mr. Tatlock.
Come on, mate.
Ta, love. I don't know. I wouldn't have her job for a gold watch as big as the town hall clock. My job's bad enough sometimes, but rent collecting.
Oh, well, I suppose there's not many kind words go with a job like that. Still, somebody's got to do it.
I'm more fool her.
Ah, well, that means she needs the money, poor lass.
Aye, perhaps she does, poor soul. Do you smoke?
No, thanks, not at the moment.
I hope you don't mind, Mr. Tatlock, but as a matter of fact, I want to ask you a bit of advice.
Oh, about buying the house, you mean?
Not really. I can make my own mind up about that if I wanted to. No, it's something a bit more personal than that.
What?
And the reason I ask you is because, well, there's certain people in this street mentioning no names, but we both know what I mean. If you mention anything personal to them, to be all round the street before you could turn round. I suppose you've heard about my husband.
Well, I know you've got one.
Oh, I've got one, all right, but not so as you'd noticed. I never made any secret of the fact that he's a bad lot. I mean, you can smell him coming a mile off. Has the word got round them after a divorce?
Oh, it has.
Oh, marvellous, isn't it? I must ask Ina Sharples when it's coming through.
Yes, she'll probably know that and all.
Well, it wasn't her I wanted to talk to you about. Something else a bit more important. See, I went to see my solicitors this morning, just to get things settled, you see. Well, they were all very nice and all that, but there wasn't much time to explain things. And there I sat grinning with a look on my face like my Auntie Peggy, you know, and he probably thought to himself, ooh, she's taking it all in.
I see, and you weren't, eh?
No, not really. What's the difference between a decree nice sign and absolute?
Well, I didn't know the answer to that one. A decree nisi. That's what they give you when you get a divorce if you win. Now, I may have got this wrong, but I think I'm right. After this decree nisi has been granted, there's a certain waiting period in which the other side can appeal. But if nothing happens, at the end of that time, it's made absolute.
I see. That means if I want to, I can get married again when I get my decree nice out. Not that I've got anybody in mind, but you never know your luck, do you?
Heck, no, you can't do that. No, you've got to wait till it's made absolute before you can get married again.
Oh, well, I suppose it'll only take a month or two.
Oh, I don't know exactly, but I suppose that's about right.
I take it you don't approve of divorce, Mr. Tatlock?
Well, I haven't thought much about it, either one way or t'other.
You're lucky not having to. Just think, all them fellas to choose from and I had to pick him. Well, I always say that if you make a mistake, you're entitled to put it right again. And look at me, it's taken me 15 years to get round to it.
Oh, well, it's a pity you didn't do it sooner. If you had, you'd have happened been settled down again by now.
Oh, who's suggesting I've left it too late?
Am I heck?
Ooh, I shall have to watch you.
Oh, well, I'd better get home while I'm safe.
Hey, are you buying yours?
Oh, yes, they're giving me a 30 years mortgage.
Kid, well, there's plenty of life in you yet.
I happen there is. But when it comes to buying houses, I'm going to let the other lot do the worrying.
Well, that's the pot's washed. Now, perhaps I can have a few minutes to myself.
They'll help you with pots if you'd give me a shout.
The way you were snoring, you'd have needed a knocker up to get you out of that chair. No matter, job's done.
That's the trouble when you sit in front of a fire, you know. It's finding it hard to stir.
Have you got my knitting over there?
Oh. Ah, here it is, love.
Oh, I must go up and see my mother soon. You know, I feel awful. I haven't been near her for 3 weeks.
Ah, she looks forward to seeing you, doesn't she?
Yes, I expect she does. Well, I'll drop her a line and tell her I'll be up one day next week. Have you done, love?
Fine, babe.
Well, I think I'll go out and get a spot of air.
Oh, work, no play.
Hey, don't be late, Ken.
I won't.
Have you thought it over?
What, about the letter? I have that.
And what do you think?
Well, I didn't want to say too much before I came, you know, but, well, to be perfectly fair with you, I don't see how we can, love. I mean, what with one lad at the university and the other one not bringing enough in to keep a fly.
But David will be bringing home proper wages when he's finished his apprenticeship.
It'll be quite a while yet, you know. And Kenneth fixed even worse. I mean, mid-time he's finished his studying, you know. I mean, it'll be years before he gets on his feet.
You mean there's not much prospect?
I'm sorry, love. I'm sorry. You know I'd like a home of my own, but Well, we don't even know whether they could get a mortgage on it, do we?
Well, it wouldn't cost anything to find out.
No. No, I suppose it wouldn't. Look, to be quite honest with you, Ida, love, the thought of it scares me a bit. I don't want you working all the rest of your life, love.
Oh, thanks, love.
Oh, come on, you look proper down in the dumps.
Who, me? Oh, my dear's a lark. Have you had enough tea?
Yeah, yes, thanks. Yes, thanks.
There must be something wrong with me. I'm still hungry. Shall we have a bit of fish and chips later on?
Right, I'll tell you what, I'll go down the road and get them in a bit.
No, you won't. You'll finish that shelf. I'll go. There you are, love. Fish. 6 of chips and peas, 1 and 7. Done for tonight? All I can find. Here, love. So, we need some more fish ready.
Chances are we'll only have to chuck the things out.
Oh, I never knew one for looking on the black side so much. First house pictures will be out soon, and it looked like they had a good house tonight. I reckon they won't be wasted.
Been open nearly an hour. We've had about 6 customers in.
Well, how many do we usually have by this time? Oh, did you see inside for salt and vinegar?
I did it this morning.
Oh, good evening, Mrs. Barlow. Are you out tonight, are you?
Not for long, Mrs. Jackson or Milton will come looking for me.
Oh, how is Mr. Barlow?
Oh,
Busy as usual. He's putting missing shelves up in the scullery.
Oh, I wish he'd have a word with Mr. Jackson.
Is anything ready? Ah, what do you want? What's that? Best fresh cod.
Don't board.
Oh, well, I'll have fish, 6 of chips and peas twice, please. Hello, Mrs. Jackson. Hello. Well, I've been blowed if it isn't Annie Walker's boy back from war.
Evening, Mr. Jackson.
Don't tell me they decided the army could get along without you.
Could be heck, but I decided I had enough and they had to let me go.
Oh, just like that, eh?
Oh, no, Colonel cried his eyes out, you know.
That's between two, right?
That's right, thanks, love.
Well, ta-ra, everybody. Ta-ra.
Now, and now, what can I do for you, my lord?
2 plates of caviar,
No,
please.
don't take any notice of him, Mrs. Jackson. He's been out east, you know. I think it's affected him.
Can we have 2 of everything?
Fish, chips and peas. Will that do you?
Yeah, that'd be okay.
Are you taking them out or eating them here?
Oh, we're doing things proper tonight. We'll have it in the room.
Oh, where have you been? Look, see. Oh, well, they're not out yet, are they?
They aren't, but we are.
No good. Dead under. Oh, I haven't seen it myself yet. Save your money.
I'm not kidding. If you've seen it once, you've seen it 20 times. It was one of them love pictures, you know. He kisses her, then he goes away, then he comes back. She kisses him, she goes away, then she comes back. That's where we came away.
Just like that, eh? 3 and 2, love, please. And the salt and vinegar's on the table. Thanks. Don't forget the knife.
I'll tell you something. You could get anything you wanted out east. Except proper fish and chips.
It was foreign parts for me.
Oh, some of them aren't so bad. But there's not like your own backyard. And your own girl.
No. And who do you think's your girl? Fancy's a fine thing.
Don't tell me you would have come to the pictures with me tonight if you hadn't liked me.
Not for a girl to say, is it?
No, it is if she likes a fellow.
I wouldn't have gone out with you if I hadn't liked you.
What about tomorrow?
No, I can't.
You going out with someone else?
No, I'm washing my hair.
Would you go out with somebody else?
Not if you didn't want me to.
I don't.
All right, then. I won't. Just a minute. Hello.
Hello?
You've been avoiding me.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Well, what do you want to go to the pictures on your own for?
Yeah, watch it.
What do you want, love?
I want fish and chips twice, please. Can I have them on a plate, please?
Your fish and chips are getting cold, you know.
We can't have that, can we? Can't take my eyes off you for a minute, can I? 3 and 2, please. I thought you said my mum would be back in 10 minutes.
Eh?
So I thought I did like talking to myself.
She'll be back in 10 minutes. What did you do that for?
To get some sense out of you.
Well, don't do it again. I already told her, I don't know where she is. She just ran out and said she'd be back in 10 minutes.
When?
About an hour ago.
Now you told me that. Comfort, what are you doing here at this time of night?
Eh?
I thought you might have been out with your lady friend.
Well, you thought wrong.
Of course, don't suppose she is your girlfriend now, not if she's got any sense anyway.
Why can't you keep your big nose out of my business? Last time I said something to you, that husband of yours were quick enough to jump down my throat.
Just you keep having out of this.
You started it.
I'll finish. Now look here, Dennis, if you don't watch a step, you... They're queuing up outside. What for? To hear you two. You can hear it clear down the street. It's better than any pictures. Oh,
It were her fault. I wish you'd leave me alone.
All I did was ask him a simple question. Oh, shut up, the pair of you. You never know when to stop. Oh, not that again. I think it's going to go foggy tonight. It's all misty outside. I noticed it on train coming over. Come to think of it, what are you doing here? Well, I thought you might have spoken to Mary Stubbs about the number 9. She usually comes collecting today. Oh, well, she came, all right. It's all right. Did you speak to her? Well, what do you think? We just stood staring at each other. Oh, you know what I mean. Well, don't fret about it. I think it's all settled. Oh, good. Yeah. I went round and I mentioned the house. I think somebody else has gone in for it. But I said to her I was going round to see the agent first thing in the morning. If I don't come back with a key, there'll be out to play. Thanks, Mum. Oh, don't thank me. I'll be running home for lost dogs soon. And by the look of you, you can't move into that house soon enough. I haven't decided whether it's going to be a boy or a girl. I suppose it has occurred to you it could be one of each. Hey, Mum.
That's all I'm short of her, and a couple of striking kids next door.
Oh, shut up, you. Anyway, have you heard my news? Your news? Well, don't tell me his lordship hasn't mentioned it to you. Mentioned what?
She don't give anyone a chance to say anything. The mouth's been working overtime as soon as she got in.
That not a good it did me where you were concerned. Will you be quiet, the pair of you? Let's have a bit of hush. And what's your marvellous news? I didn't say it was marvellous, but, I've been to see my solicitors. I never knew you had any. Well, I have. They were very nice and polite and said, yes, Mrs. Tanner, no, Mrs. Tanner. Is that what you went for, to see how polite they could be? Now, don't you start getting clever with me. Well, what did you go for, then? Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you, about my divorce. Your divorce? Yes, the solicitor said I'll be a free woman before I can turn round. Thought at first they were being personal, but it's all settled anyway. Good for you, Mum. Yeah, well, I thought it was for the best. I never did think you'd do it. Even after you told Dad, I still thought you'd change your mind. Yeah, I know, but I thought it over. Not that I feel that good towards your dad, but, well, if he wants to make his own bed and have someone else to lie on it, well, that's his business, isn't it? Besides, it gives me a better chance, doesn't it? Still got some of my looks left, and the figure isn't all that bad. Oh, come on, no moping. Come on, put the kettle on, we'll have some tea. Do you want a cup?
Yeah, don't mind if you're making.
It's just struck me. What's the playboy of Coronation Street doing home at this hour?
You think you're funny, don't you? Well, I was watching television.
Now, don't try to flummox me, you know what I mean.
I suppose I can't sit in my own home and watch the telly without everyone thinking I'm up to something.
Just thought it was a bit funny, you being home at this time. At this time, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
Well, you needn't bother. We're having a new bar put in and the club's closed for the night.
Oh, thought it might have something to do with a certain box upstairs under a certain bed.
You've been rooting.
I've been doing nothing of the sort. I went into your room to tidy up, and God knows it needs tidying. And there was this box under the bed. It hadn't been there last time I did it.
You didn't own it.
Oh, what do you take me for? Told us about a box. He's got one under his bed, and it's full of government secrets.
None of your business.
Look, anything that goes on in this house, Dennis Tanner, is my business.
I'm entitled to some privacy.
All right, it's your box. All I want to know is what's in it.
The crown jewels.
I'll let off your lip if you don't
Well,
mind.
stop picking on me.
Answer me one question. Are you in any trouble?
No, but you will be if you open that box.
Right, that were good. Something different about them nowadays, though, you know. Must be the fat they fry 'em in. It's not like the old sixpenny piece and 2 pence we used to have.
What was that, love?
I said there's something different about the fat they fry 'em in these days.
Yes, I think you must be right. Not like the 6penny piece and 2 penny we used to have.
You're not with me, are you?
Oh, Frank, I can't talk about fish and chips, not tonight.
You're still imagining yourself as a ratepayer?
Would we have to pay rates?
But of course we would.
Oh, heck, I never thought of that. I was thinking we'd have the outside done up. But I suppose the rates had put paid to that.
You're dead set on this, aren't you, love?
Oh, don't worry, Frank. It's just the thoughts of all that all the rent down the drain. I mean, this way we'd have something to show for it. I mean, when the boys are married.
I know. Look, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get old Bert Driver to come round and have a look at the house over, eh? I mean, he's a builder. He'll be able to tell us whether the house is worth buying and whether we can get a mortgage on it or not.
Will you?
Oh, why not?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, for heaven's sake, woman, you've been at me all night to do something about buying the place, and now when I say, will you start blowing hot and cold?
I'm not blowing hot and cold at all. It's just that we've got to be sure before we commit ourselves. I mean, for all we know, the place might fall down as soon as we pay the deposit.
Well, that's what I'm getting Bert Driver in for. Well, go and wash up.
There you are, love.
Thank you. No salt.
Ah, thank you.
So, Keith at dinner time?
All right, what do they have to say for himself?
Plenty. Getting engaged this Easter.
It's what?
Getting engaged.
Oh, two to Joyce.
Well, who do you think to? Of course, George.
Well, they haven't known each other long, have they?
Well, they've known each other since Christmas.
Oh, that's not long.
Long enough. Hey, how long do you reckon a girl has to know a fella before she gets engaged to him?
Oh, longer than that. I'm in a draft.
You are?
I said I'm in a draft. If you were a gentleman, you'd offer to change places with me.
Oh, where do you want to sit?
Where you are.
All right, come on. Yes, dear, love. There's no draft here. No, though. How long do you reckon?
How long do I reckon what?
A girl has to know a fella before she gets engaged to him.
No. Year at least.
A year? You're a bit old-fashioned, aren't you?
Well, maybe I am old-fashioned about some things.
Oh.
No, I thought they ought to have got to know each other properly.
Who?
Keith and Joyce.
Oh, yeah.
When you come to see us again?
Oh, I don't know why.
Nothing. Only don't leave it till Nelson gets his eye back.
Are you coming?
What's your hurry? I'm going straight home, you know.
All right, I'll take you.
Tra, then.
Tra?
Tra, Christine.
Tra? Well, what was all that about then?
What do you mean about Doreen?
Yes, Doreen.
Oh, it was nout. I put a bell on the front door for a man.
Well, she didn't seem to think it was now.
What's the matter with you? Are you jealous or something?
Why, shouldn't I be?
No, you shouldn't. And any road I've heard tales about you and that Romeo with a, what was it, a red sports car? But I haven't said anything now, have I?
Well, I finished with him before I met you.
Well, maybe you had, but I mean, what you've done once, you can always do again, can't you?
Are you going?
I'm going home.
I'll come with you.
Oh, you needn't bother.
Good night.
There's something up there.
Kids.
Don't you two ever eat anything but potted meat pound cakes? Oh, it depends. I heard you were out with Billy Walker last night.
I'd say Maury were out with me.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's only a kid.
Oh, he's older than you.
Years don't mean old.
Hello. Hello, sorry.
Oh, no, Esther.
You got any birthday cards?
Oh, now, where did I put them? I had them out for Christine. She wanted one.
Oh,
Where there?
for Joe?
No, it's for a relative. I don't think she'll be sending him one. I heard they were out last night and they had a tiff.
Oh.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello, Mr. Look.
Come for your weekly order.
No, not today. No, just a few things I'm short of.
You go right ahead, Mr. Tatlock. I'm only picking a card,
All right, thanks. I'll have a quarter of that tea, the blue packet.
Yeah.
Tin of baked beans, the small size. And I'd like a 1 5-penny tin of chopped pork.
Well, you don't live on that tin stuff all the time, Mr. Tatlock.
Yeah, I find it very nourishing.
Well, I'm not saying it isn't, but a change is as good as a rest. Why don't you get some fresh meat once in a while?
Esther's right there.
Now, don't you two start at me. I get quite enough of that from my daughter. She's always on at me. And just because I'm retired, you know, it doesn't mean I'm helpless.
Oh, if someone but to cook your hot meal now and again doesn't mean you're helpless. Tell you what, you get some meat and I'll cook it for you,
Well, that's very nice of you to offer, Esther, and I appreciate it, but this is the last of my shopping for this week, so it'll have to be a bit later, eh? Now then, Florrie, how much do I owe you?
3 and 3, Mr. Tatlock.
3 and 3, right, there you are.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Right, good day, ladies.
Oh, Mr. Tatlock. Oh, he's an obstinate old man.
He wasn't having any of your ideas.
Who's his butcher?
The one near the post office. I wonder what you're up to.
Never you mind. And what he doesn't know won't hurt him.
Seen anything you fancy?
Oh, these are all for youngsters. Haven't you got a card for someone a bit older?
I don't know, I'll have a look. Who's it for?
Harry Hewitt. It's his birthday tomorrow.
Oh.
Think you know? Oh, that one will do. It's a 9-penny one. Here, Anna. Right.
Ta-ra. Nice.